I wasn't going to do an Instagram live, but I felt compelled. I had an interesting experience today as a CEO, entrepreneur, business owner, and I think it's something that maybe we need to talk about a little bit, right? Like, there's a really, really challenging piece to growing and building business. It's all the work. It's all the time. It's the decade. It's the 2 decades of experience. It's building, two 7-figure businesses, one 8-figure business, right? It's putting in all that effort and that work and building a team and building an infrastructure and marketing it and branding it and making changes and adapting over the years, right? Like, it's your baby. It's my baby. Bold is my baby. It's my child. And I think that too often everybody shows and talks about like the fluffy, awesome, badass, like grind and hustle and like let's kick ass and take over the world side. And dude, I love that stuff too. But there's a real side to business, dude, that nobody talks about. I had a really interesting experience today, one that I hope you don't have to experience as a CEO or a founder or an entrepreneur. As you grow, as you get bigger, you will find that certain people try to take advantage of you. You'll find that there's people in this world that will paint themselves as one way, and then they'll do something totally else, right? Like, they just have zero integrity. And it's unfortunate because they're really just out for themselves. They're not there to help you. They tell you that. They play a big, they pretend to play a big game, but really they're insecure. They're childish, they're selfish people that want to take advantage of you. And you're the person that's put in all the equity and the sweat and the blood and the tears and built an infrastructure and a team and a company and a brand. And there's people that want to pretend like they want to help you get there. And then the real thing sometimes comes out that they're actually just trying to get something for themselves. So I wanted to talk about, without getting into too many specifics here, I know I'm kind of skirting around it, but I'll tell you something that happened to me today. So I had somebody that worked for me that tried to take advantage of our company. That tried to take advantage of our company in a real way that was really inappropriate, undeserved, pretty scummy, unfortunately. And this person had to go. And that's fine. Dude, it happens. It's all right, man. I don't need to get into those details. But what happened next is, I think, something that us business owners, founders, entrepreneurs don't talk about, is that the reality of when somebody like that leaves your organization, what do you do? Well, number one, you should have employment agreements in place, and we do. And it clearly says, hey, you can do this, you can't do that, and here's restrictions. The thing, though, is some people think they're above that, and they still want to take advantage of you anyway. I'm a really nice, really kind person. Man, like, I always default to helping other people out. I always default to, dude, it's all right. It's not a big deal. But there's certain things you don't do. One is attempting to steal business and clients and money. That's just not something that anyone should do. And that's what this person did. And when we asked, hey, look, you can't go after this client and we need you to return this company's property, they refused and called me and asked why. I said, well, why? You signed an agreement. We agreed to these terms months ago. There's nothing to discuss. I just need you to return what you have that's our property. And you can't go and think you're going to get one over and steal a client. You can't do that. It's illegal. And it's something you agreed to a while ago. And this person said a few things that would push my buttons. And here's the thing, man. Did I go off the handle? I mean, I didn't think so that bad. Maybe I said a few things I shouldn't have said. Maybe I called this person some names I probably shouldn't have called them. But so what, dude? Like, I was pushed up against the wall into a corner. Dude, this is my baby, my blood, sweat, and tears. And somebody who comes in for a few months, takes advantage of the company, uses our name to elevate their brand, then goes and tries to steal a client, steals actual company property, And then when I just simply say, dude, I need it back and you can't do this, pushes my buttons, tries to threaten me, tries to think that that's okay. And dude, it's not. And so after trying to have a calm conversation, this person clearly was just trying to take advantage, and dude, I lost it, man. I said some shit I shouldn't have said. But you would probably say the same thing. And I think I'm totally justified in whatever I said. And I'll be honest, dude, the shit that came out of my mouth so fast, I don't remember the words that I chose. But hopefully it wasn't that bad. I probably, could have maybe been a little bit more CEO-like. But dude, you know what? You're attacking my company. You're attacking my people. You're attacking what I've built for decades. Of course I'm going to say that. And you know why I'm telling you this? This is why. Because this individual said to me in that moment, I've got you. I've recorded this call and I'm going to put it up on social media and Instagram. I'm going to ruin you. Dude, this is the time and age that we live in. You're going to steal from my company. You're going to threaten me. And then because I lose it and call you some names, you're going to secretly record the call and threaten to put it on social media? Well, here it is, guys. I'm telling you ahead of time, because if this person, if that's even really like the level that I should give this person credit for being, this person decides to put it out on the internet, decides to stream this call or put it on Instagram or the internet or Facebook or YouTube or something, you heard it from me first. You know what? Somebody might put this call up on the internet somewhere. Because what? Because you want to ruin me? Dude, you can't ruin somebody that's on a mission. You can't ruin somebody that's building something great. You can't ruin somebody that's had decades worth of experience because you come in for a few months, think you're hot shit, and then try to steal. Dude, that might work maybe somewhere else. That doesn't work with me. I'm going to defend what I've created. I'm going to defend for my family. And that includes the employees on my team, dude, my family. The people that put in the blood, sweat, and tears alongside of me. Even the ones that aren't there but really helped to build it to where it is, but really cared. Dude, I'm going to defend it for them. And so you know what? Yeah, I said some really nasty shit to this person. And yeah, you know what? They recorded it apparently. And you know what? Maybe they're going to put it on the internet. But you know what, dude? I hope that you see this first and realize that whatever I said, man, I didn't necessarily mean those words. It's just defending the thing that I've created and my team and my people and my integrity, because I have integrity and people like that don't. And so you know what, guys? If you see something come out on the internet about me and I say some crazy ass shit and I don't know, maybe it ends up in BuzzFeed or some crap, I'm sorry. But I hope you understand, man. It all came from love. Not for this person, not for this individual, this loser. It came from love and passion for what I've built, for my team, for my company. And so you know what? I was going back and forth on this. I'm like, dude, how do I play this out, man? What do I do? We live in this age where like, that's the threat. I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to steal from your company. And you know what? I'm going to push your buttons till you say something off, and I'm going to post it on the internet. That's the world that we live in now. And you know what? I was coming home from the office just now, and I'm like, I don't know, what do I do with this, right? Like, we've got lawyers that are dealing with this shit. Like, I don't need to deal with it as far as the technical stuff. Dude, the lawyers ain't going to be fun for this person. But you know what? I was like, dude, but he's attacking me personally. I'm not the one in the wrong. And you know what? I was like, what do I do? And I'm like, I'm not going to let somebody else hold me hostage. I'm going to go to sleep with a clean conscience because, dude, I didn't do anything wrong. This person did. Like, and so you know what? I was like, why am I going to wait around and go, oh, I don't know if this person's going to post it. What are they going to say? Where are they going to put it? Screw it. I'm going to go up here first and say, yup, I said some really nasty stuff to a person that did some really nasty stuff and tried to steal from my company. Dude, you know what? But what kind of person records that and then threatens you by putting it out on the internet? That's not someone with integrity. That's not somebody that I ever want to work in my business. It's definitely not somebody I ever want to be around. It's not somebody, hopefully, that's ever around you. Because people like that don't go far. They might trick a few people in the short term, but those are the people, man. Those are the people that you want to get away from your life and your business as fast as possible. Paul was there. He heard the call. I don't even think it was that nasty, Paul. Like, I would say every word I did again, but it's the first time we live in this day and age where, like, that's the defense mechanism. I recorded you. I'm going to put it on the internet. Dude, I mean, like, look what happened to Tony Robbins. Like, there's companies and there's media that are literally trying to chase down stories from 30 years ago. Dude, why? Because people would rather spend their energy trying to bring somebody else down instead of create something themselves. So, like, again, dude, and Paul's right, dude. It wasn't that nasty. It probably wasn't that nasty. So who cares? You know what? I care, man, because I have integrity. I want to go to sleep tonight and say, hey, man, I'm doing everything I can to build a really successful business and to really impact people's lives and to really change industries and people and employ great people and give them great opportunities. Like, I want to go to sleep with that on my head. I don't want to wonder, like, dude, what's this guy going to post? So you know what? I was like, you know what, dude, this is it. And I think this is, and dude, maybe this was the wrong thing to do. I don't know. But this is where I was like, hey, what would I tell a client to do? Get ahead of it. Get ahead of it. Because you know what, dude? I don't need sneak attacks. I'm just telling it like it is. I've been documenting my journey of growing this $100 million plus company. So you know what, dude? I'll do it in Instagram Live. This is the real stuff that you have to deal with the business, man. This is the real stuff of things that you have to deal with in today's age with social media. Like, social media can be so powerful. And it is. You have to play offense with your social media, not defense. And so that's what I decided to do. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to tell people what I went through. Maybe you can learn something from my, challenge here. I'm sure, like Paul said, it really wasn't that bad. So who cares? And I really don't care. Because, like, it's probably better as over the phone. Because if it was in person, I probably would have put a head through a wall. But that's cool. It's all good. I'm being honest. But, like, can't do that. But here's the thing, man. Like, this is your opportunity. As much as it's tough to say, but dude, people can take stuff out of context and record you and put it on the internet. Sure. But you know what? You can also be the one that tells your story and your narrative. So think about that. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a startup, a CEO, right? Of a big brand or you're a startup entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. Just think about the power of social media and think about, like, in an offensive way. Are you always going to get it right? No. And hopefully you don't have to defend haters or losers. That's okay. But you know what? When you have this stuff happen to you, don't run away from it. Lean into it. Lean into it. This is going to make my company stronger. This is going to make me better. This gives me the opportunity to talk directly to you. And so this person can go and think and waste whatever time and energy they've got. But this is it, dude. This is all I have to say. Yep, something might come out for me on social media. Great. That's going to say more about that person than it does about me. Yep, said some nasty stuff. Probably not that bad. Who cares? It's over. But I wanted you to know where I was coming from. Regardless if you hear it or not, man, I want you to know, like, I'm trying to build a company full of integrity, of people that see what's possible. Dude, that's all I want to build. That's it. Like, that's what I'm creating. And hopefully, like, that's why you guys are on here, because that's what's in your mind too, or that's what you're creating as well. Like, that inspires me. And guess what? If I'm out there telling people how to change and grow their businesses, develop a strategy, dude, this is a strategy of how you operate in a digital world. Tell your story. Get in front of it. Because guess what? Someone's going to own the narrative. And it better be you. Don't let it be your competitor. Don't let it be some hater, loser, whatever. Don't let it be them. Let it be you. Because you can control it. You are the media company. I can talk directly to you, tell you what's going on. This is what's so awesome and inspiring about digital and social today. It's your opportunity. And on the other side, just the person side, like, dude, let this stuff get you fired up in a positive way. Because you can spend a lot of energy on it. But I'm using this energy to, like, connect with you, to tell a story, to vent, let it off my chest, man, and to get ahead of it. I'm not going to wait around. You got to move with speed. You got to take action. Once you see it, you see the target, you see the goal. I've adjusted. Now I see it. Great. Go. Action. Dude, that's the only way you get anywhere in life. Is it all going to be right? No. When you've got the right strategy, when you understand what's happening, When you see, like, this is a perfect example how the digital landscape is changing everything, and you can either be a victim of it or you can become powerful because of it. And I want you to become powerful because of it. So hopefully you learned a little something from my story. Hopefully this thing just fizzles out and it's the end of it. Either way, I appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in, listening to the event. I hope maybe you learned a little something out of it. And, go tell your own story. Go own it. Like, go grow. Go take some action. Play offense. Get after it. Like, move. This is the time. Doesn't matter where you are in your journey of your life cycle, man. Right now is it. You won't have another right now. This is the time. Get it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Be bold. Think bold. Act bold. Go get it. Don't be afraid. Play offense. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night.